Hello everyone, and welcome to a different kind of video. So it's been a while since I kind of updated you all on like my personal life, and I thought I would do that again because I feel like it's important to share some of this stuff with you all. And today we'll be talking about my personal journey and my personal experience with the global pandemic that went down. So as you guys know, I never really talked about any like the issues or like the global issues that happened last year, and the main reason was just because and I think I discussed this. I basically just stated that, hey, I just want this channel to kind of be a distraction from the real world, and it kind of helped me as well. Kind of helped me to kind of forget about the real world for a second and just kind of focus on videos. So that's kind of why I never really touched up on these topics. But now that the pandemic is pretty much over, not quite over, but pretty much over, I thought I'll talk about what I went through during the pandemic. So first of all, I would like to say that I am proud of all of you. The fact that a global virus was able to spread around even with all our medical advancements is truly just nuts. Just unheard of. The fact that all of you were able to get through this pandemic, it just brings a warm smile to my face. And I would just like to say thank you for being able to adapt to these weird changes. And I know it wasn't fun, but I think you all did a fantastic job at adapting to this kind of new environment. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you all for being awesome. But now let's kind of talk about kind of what went down with me. My personal journey through the pandemic. It was a pretty difficult one, not gonna lie. So obviously, I think it all started in like March. That's when kind of the quarantining started. I think you all remember that. It's hard to believe it was over a year ago. I'm going to kind of answer some questions that you guys might have for me or like might comment down below. So I can kind of directly do that right here and right now. First one, did you get laid off from your job? No, I did not get laid off. Being laid off of your job, the fact that it happened on a nationwide level is absolutely devastating, but thankfully and sadly at the same time, I never got laid off from my job. So I'm basically, right now still, I'm basically what you call an essential worker. I work at my local grocery store in the meat department. I'm sure you all know where this is going. Do you guys remember towards the beginning of this when there was no toilet paper to be found anywhere? And another surplus item that we seem to never be able to have was also meat. Meat department worker. It was horrible. Working at the grocery store during the pandemic was probably one of the hardest things I ever had to do. And basically, if I would have been working in the medical field, oh baby. First of all, I would just like to say to the nurses and the doctors who worked during the pandemic, you guys are the realest ones out there. And I acknowledge what all of you did. Yeah, working in a grocery store in the meat department during the pandemic was no fun, but I got to keep my job, which was important. So yeah, I did not get laid off, but there were times that I wish I did. The fact that I still had online classes, and the fact that I still had my job, and the fact that I still had this channel, it was a bit overwhelming at times. And I probably did a really good job hiding that from you guys, but yeah, the real world problems that I had going on last year. So yeah, I did not get laid off, but oh boy, work was extremely stressful. Next question you guys might have for me. Were you an anti-master? God, no. I was not an anti-master, not in the slightest. I acknowledge what masks did. Everyone putting on a mask was probably the best solution that we could have come up with, because as advanced as our medical science is, we didn't have one advanced enough to just be able to give to everybody on the spot. It took a while to get a vaccine, so I think putting on masks was a good call, and I think it helped save a lot of lives. And so I understand why we had to do that for a while, but the only time I didn't really like masks was when I was at work trying to talk to customers, especially when they talked so quiet, so you're always got to be like, huh? What? That part got annoying, but other than that, I think they were fine. So that was my take on masks. I think they were fine. How were you able to keep up with uploads during the pandemic? I would not recommend this. Oh my goodness, I would not recommend this, but I probably spent more time with this channel than I did with my online classes. I mean, I was still able to pass them, of course, because I'm an absolute genius, as you guys know, but pretty much whenever I wasn't working, I was almost constantly working on this channel, especially with the Mario Galaxy videos and the Paper Mario videos. You guys saw how long those videos were, and you probably can tell how long it took me to edit those videos. Your boy had to put in a lot of discipline to be able to get those videos up, especially with Paper Mario. As much as I enjoyed that game, the Origami King, that was the one I played last year. As much as I enjoyed that game and enjoyed like editing it, oh my goodness, it was a lot of work. As of right now, my second to last episode of Paper Mario the Origami King holds the record for my longest non-stream video on this channel, sitting at a whopping 1 hour and 51 minutes. That video currently holds the record, and I don't know if I'm going to break that record anytime soon. That was just a nuts recording. So basically, if you haven't watched my Paper Mario videos or my Mario Galaxy videos, make sure you guys go back and do that, because your boy put his heart and soul into that, as well as all my other videos. So yeah, I had to put a lot of discipline. Into it, even though I'm still not really improving on views right now. I still think it's important to at least just put the videos out just the highest quality that I can, so that when I do blow up, people can look back on those videos and say, hey, this guy, or depending on how you like my videos, hey, this guy isn't such a bad creator after all. At least that's what I hope you guys think. Because I'm always striving to become a better gaming content creator, and I think you guys have seen some improvement over the last almost 3.5 years that I've been on YouTube. And so yeah, sometimes keeping up with the channel has been rough, especially with my real world stuff. I try to keep you guys as updated and try to keep the communication pretty good between all of you guys. And so yeah, that was kind of what went down, trying to balance out my real world stuff and YouTube. Obviously, I still really enjoyed doing YouTube, but it was a struggle at times. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it was a struggle trying to keep up. And you guys probably have more questions for me, like down in the comments. Like, feel free to comment down below, like any more questions you might have for me. But I do have one more I want to answer. Did you get vaccinated, Trent? No. Not yet. So basically, my experience with the virus itself has been extremely underwhelming, which is very fortunate, because there's a lot of people that can't say the same. So I feel like I've truly been blessed to not have really ever encountered the virus personally. Did I ever get the virus? No, I did not. But a lot of people I knew got it, but it was just for like a couple weeks. Like, some of my friends have gotten it for like a couple weeks. I think my dad got it one time. My sister-in-law got it during my other brother's wedding this past December. So that was a bummer that she couldn't be there, but what can you do? I think one of my coworkers got it one time too at work. So a lot of people I knew got the virus, but fortunately it never got too bad. All they had to do was just like quarantine for 2 weeks. I think that was kind of the fundamental rule if you got COVID, but never once in this past 15 months or however long that virus has been around have I felt any of the symptoms that a COVID patient would feel. I never got tested or anything like that. I've always been okay. Like, no matter how many times I might have been exposed or anything like that. Like, I've just been really fortunate to never get the virus. I have not been vaccinated. I'm not saying that I'll never get vaccinated, but I'm not really in any hurry. I mean, my take on it, I have absolutely no problem with people who got vaccinated. I have no problem at all. I think that's great that you're getting vaccinated. Me personally, never even getting the virus anyway, even like at its prime, even when it was still spreading. If I'm already like, I wouldn't say immune, because if I was immune, that means I would have gotten the virus before and beat it, which I never did as of right now. But I mean, if I eventually get COVID somehow, some way, then obviously, yeah, I'm gonna get the vaccine. I would say I'm okay, at least for now. But obviously, if I sign up for another job, like, of course I'd get vaccinated if I need to. I did not get vaccinated, so stay away from me, all of you, but I'm not saying that I'll never get vaccinated. I'm just saying I'm not in any rush. That's my take on it. If you got vaccinated, great. I'm just not doing it right now. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you all for tuning in. It feels good to get all this stuff off my chest. This is kind of 15 months worth of venting. There were times that I was in a really dark place, especially with like stress, just mental health and depression that I've felt over the last 15 months. So it was rough. Obviously, I didn't really tell anybody about it, but because I kind of just like got over it myself. But there were moments that were better than others during this past 15 months. I mean, I think I hit 1,000 subscribers before the pandemic started, like right before it. So I'm glad I was able to get these like different subscriber milestones over the last 15 months. And as of right now, we are so close to 2,000 subscribers, which I think is so cool. But we gotta pick up the momentum again. Alright, I've seen what this channel can do. I'm still posting gameplay clips on TikTok, as well as kind of making up skits or whatever. If you guys want to go check that out. I have 11K followers on that, man. I'm kind of a big deal on TikTok. And I'm just kind of working on spreading my channel around best I can, but ultimately, it falls on you guys. I know not a lot of people kind of watch my videos anymore, at least right now. It's kind of just in that season of just like, eh. But I get it. It happens. It happens to creators all around, so I'm not worried about it. And I think my personal videos get more views than my gaming videos anyway, which tells me that you guys care about my personal life, which means a lot to me, that you guys do care about that. So everyone, that's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for tuning in again. This was just kind of like a very brief kind of summary of kind of what I went through during the pandemic. If you guys need to talk about anything that you went through during the pandemic, just feel free to comment that down below as well, because I want to hear you guys' perspectives on kind of what went down from your end. I do care about you guys, and I want you guys to feel safe on this channel. This is a safe place to talk. We're an awesome community that I hope will grow one day, but as of right now, I got what I got, and I'm so grateful for that, and I'm so grateful for the growth that we've been able to get these past almost 3.5 years, and we're so close to 2,000 subscribers, and so your guys' support means everything to me, especially getting monetized during the pandemic. That was nuts. So everyone, that's gonna be it for me. So if you all enjoyed this video, make sure you guys smash like and subscribe to join the herd, become a VIP herd member today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys.